Imagine walking nearly every single block in New York City, all 120,000 of them. Sounds impossible, right? Well, our next guest tonight has done exactly that. And he's not just still standing, he's actually still walking. William Helmreich, a sociology professor at the City College of New York, spent 4 years navigating the 5 boroughs and the roughly 6,000 miles of pavement between them. Along his New York journey, he went through about 10 pairs of shoes, spoke with hundreds of people to get a better understanding of issues impacting the city, like gentrification, immigration, and crime. Professor Helmreich's adventures have since become the foundation of his book, The New York Nobody Knows, Walking 6,000 Miles in the City. And he joins me now to talk about that and his next adventure. Professor, nice to have you here with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's a fabulous book. There are great photographs along with great stories, but I was fascinated by the sort of the genesis of this. The idea that you acquired this sense of wanderlust from trips that you and your dad used to take. Tell me about that.
Well, sometimes you spend most of your career writing other books, and then suddenly the book that you really want to do comes to the fore somewhat later in your career. And it was that way with this book. The immediate impetus was that my chair said, "You've been teaching a course in New York for 40 years. Why don't you just get out there and write a book about it?" And when I looked at my own syllabus, I saw that no one had ever done anything like this. No one had ever walked. But the real genesis, as you put it, for doing this book came from my father, who, when I grew up here on the west side of New York, on 105th Street, and my father devised a game, a form of entertainment for us, which was that, we didn't have any money, so this seemed like a good way to do something. We would go to the subway, and we would ride the subway to the last stop. And then we would get out and walk around. And when I walked around, I learned a tremendous amount about the city.
When you decided to go out and do this book, did you have any idea then at what the scope was going to turn out to be?
It's a great question, because the truth of the matter is that if I had thought that I was going to walk 6,000 miles, I knew the city was 6,163 miles of streets, but if I had really, really thought about it, I probably would have chickened out. I probably would have never done it, because I could not imagine myself walking those kinds of distances. But you walk it like you walk a mountain, one step at a time. You do 30 miles a week, 120 miles a month, 1,500 miles a year, 4 times 15 is 6,000, and you're there.
Did anybody say to you, you're an academic, you have these marvelous books that you've written beforehand, and now I see you out on the street every day walking around. Did anybody say to you, is this kind of a crazy idea that you've latched onto?
Well, some people said to me that you have to be a little crazy to be willing to do this. Crazy, in a nice, positive, fun sense. I was always out in the field. I did research in Haiti. I lived in a Haitian village for a while. My first book was about a branch of the Black Panthers, and I lived, worked, and traveled with them. So I have spent a great deal of my career walking around, talking to people. I'm what you call an ethnographer, a qualitative researcher, and I feel that you really need to get to the essence. For example, if you take this book, I was walking on 178th Street in Jamaica, and I passed a home where there were beautiful flowers in front of the home. And I happened to see the man going out, and I said to him, "Tell me something. Where did you get these gorgeous flowers from?" And he said, "These flowers come from my homeland in Guyana. And every morning when I go out to my difficult job, I look at these flowers and I remember the beautiful home that I had there, my beautiful country, and that helps me get through the day."
There are so many great stories like that in this book. And I think even if you don't live in New York City, I think it's a great opportunity for somebody to learn more about New York City. So I would endorse it in that sense. But last thing for you is that the success of this book and what you've done has led to now another project where you're going to take a look at all 5 boroughs, sort of a walking guided tour of all 5 boroughs. First one is Brooklyn.
The Brooklyn Nobody Knows, an urban walking guide, has maps and photographs, and we get 58 million tourists a year. We have a lot of people who live here who are nostalgic about Brooklyn. We have gentrifiers who have moved to Brooklyn. All these people will, we think, enjoy a book like this. It's the first tour guide book that involves the person or the author talking and having conversations with people, but it focuses on the things that nobody knows about these neighborhoods. And when you're commissioned to do all 44 neighborhoods of Brooklyn, you must find the unknown things. You get about 6 pages per neighborhood. I was fortunate. I was able to do this. I had experience with the first book that covered all 5 boroughs, and now I was able to take an in-depth look. So you could take this book and you can have a hell of a good time just by walking around and looking at all these new things, like the man in Bergen Beach who had 1,140 stuffed animals in a tree, and nobody can understand how he could have such a hobby. Why did he do it? The home in Barham Hill down Wyckoff Street, that's on Wyckoff Avenue, that's covered with bees, with shells, with mirrors, with butterflies.
Great stories out there, as you said, that nobody knows.
Right.
Well, once again, this book called New York Nobody Knows, Walking 6,000 Miles in the City. I'm sure you're going to be breaking out a whole bunch of new shoes as you work on the next 5 boroughs. So we will look forward. Professor Bill Helmreich, it's a pleasure talking to you. Look forward to the books as they come out.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Okay.